Piping and redirection. Piping and redirection is the most important features in Linux operating system. So the process of using output of one command for input of another command is called as piping. Okay, the output of one command is used as input for another command is called as what? Piping. Means the symbol used for piping is what? This vertical bar. Okay. So what is the meaning of piping here? The output of a command can be used as input of another command. Okay. So how it can be done, how it can be achieved? Suppose just you think of ls minus l. So ls minus l command is going to display all the listing of files in long listed format. Long listed format. Okay. Now I want to redirect this output to some other file called like temp. Okay, I am explaining which one, redirection. After that I will be coming into piping. Okay, ls minus l double greater than temp means what happens here? The output of ls minus l will be redirected to temp. Next, in the second case, I will use sort temp into temp1. By this what happens here? By the first command, what is happening here? ls minus l greater than temp means the output of long listing of files will be redirected to temp file. Temp file is created automatically. And second command, sort to temp1 means the long listing of files which are available in temp file will be sorted, and the sorted output will be redirected to which one? Temp1 file. Means this is a combination of two steps. Means in the first step what I am doing here, ls minus l greater than temp. ls minus l greater than temp means the long listing of files will be redirected to temp file. In the second step what I am doing here, sort to temp greater than temp1 means the sorted output of temp will be stored in temp redirected into temp1. Okay. So in order to achieve this, we have used how many steps here? 2 steps. First step is we have listed all the files into temp, and the temp file I have supplied as input for sort command. The sorted output will be redirected into temp1 means the total output becomes what here? The long listing of files will be sortedly displayed. Okay, will be displayed in a sorted order. Okay, the long listing of files will be displayed in a sorting order. Okay, so how it can be done within a single step? So in order to do this within a single step, use pipe operator. ls minus l slash pipe operator. Use what? A sort temp greater than temp1. What happens here? This is called as what? Pipe operator. Pipe operator. What is the functionality of pipe operator actually? ls minus l does not display any output on the output screen. Okay, what happens here? It is going to send this output to the sort command. The sort command is going to take the output generated by ls minus l command. The list of files are sorted. Okay, so the sorted list of files are stored into which file here? Temp1 file. Temp1 file here automatically. Okay, here this is going to generate long listing of files. The long listing of files are sorted, and the sorted output is stored in temp1 file. Okay, you are not taking any temp file. Because there is an additional requirement of temp file here, and the number of steps also increased if you are not using any piping operator. That means the main advantage of pipe operator is what? You can reduce the number of steps. Okay, how the number of steps are reduced here? In the first step what I did here, I have redirecting the long listing of files into temp file. In the second step what I am doing here, I am supplying temp file as the input for sort command. The sorted output will be redirected to temp1 file. So in the next approach, this is without using piping. without piping. So when you are using piping, what this is by using with piping, with pipe operator. With pipe operator. So with pipe operator, what is happening here? First ls of minus l means the long listing of files will be sent as input for sort command. The sort command is going to sort the long listing of files, and the long listing of files will be sorted. The sorted long listing of files will be redirected to temp1 file. Okay, this is equivalent to, this single step is equivalent to these two steps. Okay, just I will show. Here I have covered what? Piping and redirection. Redirection means the default input and output you are changing. So for any computer system, the default input becomes keyboard, the default output becomes monitor. Okay, so when you want to change default input and output devices, we can make use of this redirection operator. So the redirection operator is going to change the default output device. Means instead of displaying output on the monitor, okay, the output will be redirected to some other file. The output will be redirected to some other file. Okay, so how it can be done? Just you have a look, I will show. So first I am going to use without any piping, ls minus l, use temp. Now sort temp greater than temp1. Now have a look in temp1 file, cat temp1. This is long listing of files in reverse order. Sorry, in ascending order. Without using piping, ls minus l, I have a pipe symbol, say sort temp2. temp3. Now you look at cat temp3, long listing of the files. Okay, I will take another example, cat I will create one file first, cat something like temp kk z z x a b c, like this some characters I will give. Say cat temp, some information is there. Now use cat temp. I want to store the sorted output in some other file. Cat temp use sort. Now you will use temp9, use redirection operator. Now what happens here? The output of cat command will be used as input for sort command. The output of cat command, what is the output of cat command? Contents of temp file. So what is the contents of temp file? Like zz x a b c. Okay, so the content of cat file will be given as input for sort command. The sort command is going to sort the content of temp file, and the sorted output will be redirected to temp9 file. Now look at temp9 file. All the information is which order? Alphabetical order. A, B, C, X, Z, Z. Okay, so this is about pipe operator. Without using pipe operator, first of all, I have to use redirection operators. So sort command does not require any input file name. Directly it can take out input from keyboard like this. When you press Ctrl D, the sorted output is displayed. A, B, D, J and Z like this. So it can take output input from keyboard also. It doesn't require any input from file. You can give input either from keyboard or from file, any one. Means the main advantage of piping is what? To avoid, to reduce number of steps. Means the output of one command can be used as input for other command. That is about pipe operator in Linux operating system.